On today's Club Corner, I'm here with Wantirna South President Ron Hookkamer, ahead of the Division 3 Choose Tap Grand Final, with his club about to take on Doncaster on Sunday. Now, Ron, it's been 5 years since the last Grand Final the club has played. It's been a fair while between drinks. How are you feeling?
Look, we're obviously excited, but we're trying to still just play it low key. We've got a job to do, and we can't wait for the day. And with two sides in, it's a great turnaround for the club. So we're optimistic, but we're man enough to accept whatever will happen on the day.
Did you envisage this sort of end to the year at the start of it?
Probably not. I mean, we would have set a goal to make finals. Every club does, but then sort of as the season wore on, we started to believe, that we could end up a little higher up the ladder. So, and then, obviously, with a couple of weeks to go, we were sort of guaranteed to probably, finishing in that top four and hopefully for a top three. And from there, we've just built on that. And the playing groups and the coaching groups have been just awesome. And
has there been a sense of optimism around the club and around the playing group ahead of the weekend?
Look, we've had the week off, so we trained here on Saturday morning, and you've got to believe you've got some confidence, but we also believe in reality. We're playing a fantastic opposition in Doncaster, and in the reserves, obviously Mitcham, who we've played close games with all year as well. So look, you've got to believe that you're good enough, but you've also got to realise that you're playing some quality opposition as well.
And do you think with the week's rest that will be advantageous for the group?
Look, I reckon if you asked anybody at the start of the year, we have, believe it or not, a few blokes that think, you should play every week, but I'm certain there would have been about a handful of guys that probably thought, you know what, this is very handy right at the moment. We have a lot of tradesmen at the club, so tradies don't get to sit behind a desk and get better, so for a lot of those guys, I think it's very helpful.
And what's your role on game day, particularly with you and the committee? Is it quite a stressful day?
No, look, come finals time, believe it or not, it's an away game, so it's a little bit of time off for us. So, we get there early, we help out wherever we can, but look, I'm really a believer in the coaching staff we've got together and the training group and everything else. They know what they're doing, they've done it all year, probably don't need me around that much at all. So, it's a great day. I actually probably get to watch a little bit of it, so which is good.
And Daniel Badome, of course, he was best on ground the last time you played Doncaster with 3 goals. Do you think he'll be that X factor on the weekend?
Look, Dipper's a very experienced player. It's over 200 games for this football club, and you know what you're going to get with Dipper. And we'd like to believe that he'll be able to deliver for us on the day, which he's done for the club for so many years. There's no secrets with all the other clubs. They all know what Dipper's about and what he does, and we're just wrapped he's with us.
And will there be a fair contingent of Wantirna South supporters at the game?
Oh, definitely. We've been getting the word out. Look, when we did the tough years there, our support had dropped off a bit, but for the last year and a half now, we've won a lot of home games, and we're really hoping that everyone's just going to come out of the woodwork. And the green and white army is what we've been asking for all week.
And just lastly, I know this is a silly question, but your tip for the weekend?
Look, obviously go with the boys, but you know what, with all the games we've played against these guys this year, there's only going to be a goal or two in it, so we've just got to play wise on the day, and at the end of the day, we'll celebrate hopefully a great game of EFL footy, and the best team will win.
Now, Ron, thanks for joining us down here at Walker Reserve for Club Corner.
Oh, thanks, Damian, much appreciated, mate.
Welcome to a grand final edition of Club Corner. I'm here at Shram's Reserve with Chris and Arcus from the Doncaster Footy Club. Chris, thanks for joining us. Pretty intense session just then. How's the week been?
Yeah, it's been good, we've just sort of gone through a few structures. We've tried to freshen up a bit, you're not going to get much fitter last week of the year, so just about touch and structure, really.
And what's the feeling like around the club? It must be a pretty exciting time for everyone involved.
Yeah, it is. It is a really exciting time. We're pretty blessed and pretty lucky to experience something like this, We just keep preaching that we are a squad of about 30 or so. We're not just the 22 that go out there on Sunday, but no, it's a good feel around the club and around the boys.
And you guys had to play last week, obviously, and Wantirna South had the bye. Is that going to play a factor in this one? How do you think it's going to go that way?
No, some blokes prefer the week off. Some prefer, to play right through, We had the week off first week and probably came out a bit flat. And ideally having 2 weeks off out of the 4 wouldn't have been ideal for us, I don't think. So, but no, we're good. We're good to go, and I'm sure they're good to go as well.
Today it was announced you made the nomination for the SEN Team of the Year. That must be a pretty good feeling for yourself.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that until you just told me that, but
okay.
there we go. So no, it's a great honour, it's a privilege, and you know, it's a pretty high standard league, so it's always good to be recognised by other coaches that you're in that squad.
And your finals form's been fantastic as well. Had a good game on the weekend, and from our man Wayne Brush, said you had about 40. Is that a fair call? How'd you go last week?
No, probably don't know about that. You know, it was a couple of touches here and there, but nothing too extravagant. Just, you know, probably right place, right time at some situations.
And on a club perspective, mate, 8 goals to 2 in the last quarter last week. It's something that you sort of found a bit of a habit of doing. Where does that sort of burst come from?
Yeah, it's just, you know, a bit of fitness. We back our fitness. We you know, could be a bit mental when we decide to switch on when the game's in the balance, but you know, just got to, you know, give it a crack the whole game. And as I said, it's our fitness, it's our legs, so we're happy to have a crack no matter what the margin is at any stage of the game.
And Wantirna South, I mean, you probably won't like me saying this, but they have beaten you twice this year and sort of had the better of you a little bit. What do you have to do this week to turn that around?
Yeah, well, they have been better than us the last 2 times we played them, so we just have to be better. We have to be better around stoppages, you know, our structures, our zone setups, our kickouts, and just all around better. That's it. We just got to be better.
And the Doncaster as a club have been in this position a couple of times before. Do you think the side is ready to play a part in Division 2?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think last year we were a bit stiff. You know, we had a list that was good enough to stay in Division 2, but you know, without giving you the sob story, we did have a lot of injuries to a lot of key players. You know, ruckmen and key forwards, key backmen. So we did struggle there, but we were ready last year. We're ready again this year, and we'll be ready next year. So hopefully stuff goes our way on Sunday.
Well, Chris, thanks for your time, mate. Good luck on the weekend and all the best for Sunday.
No worries. Thanks a lot, mate.